have the ability to compare this one to tournaments of years past, and now that you've had some separation from it, how has that kind of deliberation process been in your head, or just reflection in general?
Yeah, no, it's definitely, if I had to be honest, I'd say it was number one. Something special needed to happen, and we felt like we brought the right teams and talent to make it happen. This was the place to be. This is what everybody wanted to see. What happened was so surprising and shocking, and it made lifetime memories for multiple people, not just on the court, but people in the stands.
The Les Schwab Invitational has grown into one of the country's biggest high school basketball tournaments since its start in 1995. However, due to the coronavirus pandemic, LSI hadn't been able to uphold that standard since 2019.
It started with COVID, and having to cancel the very first time we ever had. Before then, we only had one game ever canceled. It was because of snow, and Jefferson got stuck coming from their school out on 26 because they shut 26 down with a bunch of accidents.
COVID wouldn't stop LSI in 2022, but a nationwide airline dilemma would leave McCallum scrambling to figure out if teams would even be able to show up.
What's the latest?
So we've lost a team due to the pilot issues that's happening across the U.S. So Rugby Prep got canceled, and now we're looking to replace them because the next flight they can get out on, it doesn't happen until Thursday. So we have to find a team that has 4 games, can play. I know a couple other tournaments got canceled because of the same issue. So we're talking with those teams right now to come and try to replace them at the last second.
57 emails in a matter of 15 minutes. It's everything. Coach Rice, Bishop Gorney. Landed, we made it.
Delayed how many times?
Twice. That's what I told Coach Rice. It's good to know that you're multi-talented and can fly planes now too. You start laughing.
Brophy Prep was the only national powerhouse that couldn't make the trip. With Bishop Gorman confirming their arrival, they joined the Sierra Canyon team led by LeBron James' son, Bronny James, and the number 1 team in the country, Duncanville, to take over Oregon.
I just want to see Bronny, Yeah, I want to see Duncanville too. They look pretty good.
It's the first day on a Monday, and you can see the ticket line. So that's always a good sign. And you've got a good local matchup, so it's exciting to see people, rolling in right now. We haven't even hit the big time stuff yet. So that just tells you what it's going to be like all week. Just heard the anthem, and we're ready to go. So it's a start.
I thought it was a great game by Duncanville, and this is what you want the number 1 team to look like.
All eyes were on the nation's best to take home the title, but Oregon couldn't be counted out yet. Nationally ranked point guard Jackson Shellstad and the West Linn Lions would appear to be the only home team that could compete with the visiting contenders.
Obviously, when we started, our whole goal was to really get kids on the mat nationally. There's been a lot of good players that have come through the state that probably didn't have the same exposure if you were, as a kid that grew up playing in LA, New York, Chicago, Houston, Florida, the hotbeds of basketball across the nation, in the Midwest.
course, this is pretty cool for Oregon. It's been a while since we've had this type of, turnout.
Right when you walk in the gym, you just see all those people. It's like crazy feeling. Like, it's a great feeling because they're all looking at you walking in. And it's just, the atmosphere was great, and it's great to play against a team like that or like watch so much and all that, you know what
I mean? It's great to see him. He's not the only one. They're so good. And talented and physically gifted. But this is it's a circus. And so you sort of, I feel sort of like, dang, I feel like, are they enjoying themselves? Right. And they look like they're enjoying themselves tonight. So who am I to say?
It's everybody. Oh my goodness! Bronny James with a right-handed tomahawk.
With Sierra Canyon and West Linn winning their quarterfinal games, the stage was set for a semifinal battle between the crowd favorite and the hometown kid.
Now Jackson Shellstead has a chance to prove why he's in the top 50 of the class of 2023.
Isaiah Elohim gets an easy lay-in, and now it's an 8-point lead.
What started out as an even matchup quickly became a lopsided outing following legendary performances by Shellstead and teammate Adrian Mosley.
Go against Adrian Mosley, who's 6'2", but he's going to the Valley of the Giants, and he's playing hard ball, man. I like him.
Jackson Shellstead has been amazing. Adrian Mosley has been equally as amazing. And this team is on the brink of one of the biggest upsets in the Les Schwab Invitational history.
86-69. The Lions of West Linn beat the 20th ranked team in the country, Sierra Canyon Trailblazers, in the semifinals of the Les Schwab Invitational.
Right now, fellas, somebody asked me, is this better than winning the state championship? I said, damn, it feels equal. But I want to tell you guys, man, I'm super proud of you, but we're not done yet!
In 26 years, that was probably the loudest crowd I ever heard. Great. If you're a high school kid and you're playing in front of that is a lifetime memory. That's why this tournament is so special. People come out and see multiple upsets. You go back to Peyton Pritchard against Whitney Young, last second shot. I thought that was a huge upset. This one probably was even bigger. Everybody that was in this crowd right now, they're going to remember this for the rest of their life. I don't care if you're a West Linn fan, you're from Portland, if you're from San Diego, doesn't matter. I remember when, West Linn beat Sierra Canyon, the national powerhouse, all the superstars on that team, and the crowd coming behind it, you never forget it.
After taking down star-studded Sierra Canyon, the Lions would find themselves in a David vs. Goliath tale against number 1 Duncanville for the LSI title.
And we are set for the Les Schwab Invitational presented by Express Employment Professionals Championship Game. The number 1 team in Oregon, the West Linn Lions. The number 1 team in the country, the Duncanville Panthers out of Texas, are getting ready to tip things off. Holland finds a way to poke it out to the far corner where Caden Edwards knocks down 3.
Look at Gable with the nice finish, the nice reverse. Oh, this is absolutely a West Linn crowd right now.
You think?
There's no love for Duncanville in the building.
Shellstead got off to a slow start against the Panthers, but when the Lions star finally got going, he showed he was the king of the jungle.
Kick out far corner 3 of Jackson Shellstead. Good! He's so good.
Action Jackson is what they call him.
With the help of his Lion pride roaring behind him, Shellstad's 30 points wouldn't just etch West Linn's name in LSI history, but also create an unforgettable memory for all of Oregon.
Bound drop pass to Mosley. Ron Holland tried to double team and he left Mosley, and that was a bad idea because Mosley gets the open look.
And right now, Duncanville is falling apart at the seams. They've got to take a time out and discuss things.
over. They call off the dogs, and that's it. We got 10 seconds to go, and this place is ready to erupt. Jackson Shelstead is calling for the crowd to get amped up. Everybody is out on the floor. The game is over. The West Linn Lions shock the world. The Giant Killers, for the 5th time ever, a team from the state of Oregon is taking home the LSI championship, and it's the West Linn Lions.
And now our 2022 tournament most valuable player goes to Jackson Shelstead.
Jackson is somebody now that has developed him into a talk of top 5 best players ever that have come through the state. And no matter what he does, I believe he's going to project to that top professional level. He has cemented himself as one of the best.
Any weary legs? It didn't seem like you guys were lethargic at all.
I mean, I'm pretty dead now. I think most of the other guys are, but we handled business tonight. That's all that matters.
You say about guys like
this is probably my favorite high school tournament, and so taking 2 years off of it, the last 2 years, sophomore, junior year was kind of painful because I love to play in this, and so senior year we just have to go out on a bang.
And go out with a bang they did. West Linn's triumphant run is what Oregon and the Les Schwab Invitational is all about. Great sports, hard work, and unbelievable memories.
From Coach Key to Jackson, what he did to the rest of his teammates, that all played a big part of it, even the bench. And seeing the community, there was community members from all over the state that were on their side. That just, I think the appreciation, not just for the back-to-back big-time, 2 top 10 team upsets, but it's the way they played. I think our crowd, more than anything, absolutely appreciated that.
So it's been a long time where you knock off 15, you knock off number 1, and you just don't knock them off. You beat them by double digits, and someone like that Jackson, who's an MVP, probably really just skyrocketed, not just a college, but, NBA. Like, he is NBA type. We've had Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, Ben Simmons, Kevin Love, you name it, on and on and on. And he's still one of the best that you've seen that dominated, 2 very good programs. But none of this could have gone on. West Linn wouldn't have this championship, that they're going to have that bracket up in that school forever if it wasn't for what you guys did here. Seriously. On all different levels. We've made multiple different impacts on lives that you guys didn't even know behind the scenes, from kids that have special needs. That I have multiple messages saying your staff is unbelievable, taking care of us. You've made my kid's day, so much around that. That's what matters. That's why this thing is a national caliber tournament. Basketball kind of happens second, but when you serve and really make the focus that you guys did, it turns into, obviously my opinion, and your guys did the best tournament in the nation. The best high school tournament in the nation, and it's because of this team right here. And from Primetime Sports, all of us, we got nothing but love and thanks to make this happen, and we want you to be a part of it now. We're all family, and you're now our Les Schwab Invitational family. So come back, do it again, get ready for 2023. So